The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is the Eagles Sports Network. On the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman head football coach Mike Clowney. Mike, spring practice gets underway, and for once in the history of Carson-Newman football, it's actually spring when this starts. You ask how things are going to be different under your tenure as head coach, and a little bit later start for spring. I'll break down what you're looking for out of your team here your first go-around in spring practice.
We're really excited. We've had the guys in, the last couple of weeks working out, and so you kind of watch them from the window and you watch them in the weight room, and they've really responded well. So the biggest thing we're looking forward to is just kind of seeing how they respond and how they react on the field.
As much as spring practice is for the players, probably a good chunk of it is for you guys as coaches. You welcome back Brock Pursley to the program, add in Brett Story as a receivers coach. How do you utilize this time as a staff to make sure you're all gelling?
The one big thing for us is relationships, and I think as a coach it's been exciting to watch our new coaches get in the room together and work together and respond together. And it's going to be fun to watch those relationships develop with our kids. I think our kids are excited about our coaches, and our coaches are excited about our kids. The good thing with spring, it gives us a chance before it's really real to get out and practice working with one another to kind of see exactly where we are.
Biggest area of emphasis for a team that loses a lot in some positions, brings a lot back in some positions.
We've got some really good players coming back, and so we're excited about those guys. So our biggest challenge with those guys is to help them grow and get better, help them develop into being leaders. That's probably one of the biggest things that we need to make sure that we get into going into spring. Some of those guys, we graduated 16 seniors that basically started for us, and they were our leaders on the field. So some of those guys that hadn't had to talk as much, hadn't had to be in front as much, are going to have to kind of accept that role a little bit more.
What's it like to build that on a position like your offensive line, where you've got some guys that you're looking to step up, but also the cavalry might not be here yet with some players that you've recruited?
The biggest thing you always want, the guys you have on campus, you always have to work as though that's who you're going to be playing with. And so we're going to go out with the guys that we have here, and we're going to get ready to play with those guys. And we're inviting any of those young guys to come up and hang out and look around and kind of start getting a feel for what's going on. But, we're really attacking the guys that we have on campus right now to get ready to play with them.
Spring game is on April 4th. For Carson-Newman spring practice to be considered successful, what needs to happen between now and then?
The biggest thing we want to do is, like we talked about a couple of different things, making sure we're disciplined, we're doing things the right way. We want to flow together well. We want to make sure we come out of spring with a really good understanding of what we're doing. A lot of what we're doing is going to be similar, but a lot of things are different. And sometimes that's probably the toughest situation you get into, where you're trying to figure out what's similar and what's different. So hopefully, we'll come out of the spring with some confidence in what we're doing. Are you ready to go?
Air raid?
Air raid. 5 watts.
Yeah. How fun is it, though, to go into it where it is a fresh look on what Carson-Newman has done offensively, while paying honor to the historical nature of how successful the Veer has been?
I think that's probably been the most fun aspect of what we're doing, because what it does is give you a chance to go back to zero and say, okay, what are we doing? What are the things that we've done that we like? What are the things that we don't like? And you kind of go look at your whole program and reevaluate it and try to make some improvements based on the things that you feel like you need to improve on, and try to hold as much of the stuff that you really like as you can.
All right, Mike, thanks for the time. Good luck with spring ball.
Thank you. We're looking forward to it.
It's Carson-Newman head football coach Mike Clowney. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, and this is the Eagles Sports Network.